centimeter, right? And we do analysis like on that dimensions, and then we will analyze the results, how the prototype will behave if a earthquake occurs of this magnitude, or if a water is there up to this level. Okay, so such type analysis we do. Okay, so let us see what is the, I mean, uh, techniques we adapt in studying the model analysis. Okay, model analysis is actually an experimental method for finding solutions of complex problems. Right? This is one type is similitude or similarities. Okay, we cannot I mean, there is a certain procedure is there when you construct a model. Okay, you cannot just like construct a model and do some analysis and then extend the results to the prototype. Okay, there is certain guidelines is there, so that is called similitude or similarities, right? Similitude is defined as the similarity between the model and prototype. Okay, in every aspect, which means that the model and prototype have similar properties. Okay, geometric similarity means length, ratio of breadth, ratio of depth, ratio of diameter, and all similar. Okay, that is called geometric similarity. So kinematic similarity or velocity and acceleration are the same. Okay, ratio. Okay, I mean, say geometric similarity means the length of the uh, a prototype divided by length of the model is equal to breadth of the prototype divided by breadth of the uh, model. So that then if it is, then it is called geometric similarity. Similarly, kinematic similarity means the velocity of the prototype divided by velocity of the model is equal to acceleration of the prototype divided by acceleration of the model. Then we call it as a kinematic similarity. So similarly, dynamic similarity means time, discharge, force, pressure, intensity, all those things, and comes under the dynamic similarity. So these are the three types of similarities, right? Geometric similarity and kinematic similarity and dynamic similarity. So look at this one, length of the prototype divided by length of the model is equal to breadth of the prototype by breadth of the model. Depth of the prototype by depth of the model is equal to LR. Okay, LR is scalar ratio. Okay, so it should not, then only we call it as a geometric similarity. I mean, otherwise LP by LM is not equal to BP by BM and co, then it is not called geometric similarity. When this LR is equal, this ratio, so let us say this ratio is 100, then breadth ratio is also 100, then depth ratio is also 100. So we will proportionally we will decrease the dimensions of the prototype. Like if you have a cut the figure, I mean, while preparing PPT, and how do you enlarge the figure, and how do you decrease the size of the figure? If you can hold on corner and pull, and then it will be geometrically it will enlarge, geometrically it will reduction will takes place. Otherwise, if you take one side and if you pull, then the picture will have different dimensions. Got my point? Okay. So similarly here also, the length ratio, breadth ratio, depth ratio should be equal. Then only we call it as a geometric similarity. Otherwise, this area ratio or everything, okay, the volume, right? And then kinematic similarity, as I said, velocity of prototype velocity of model is equal to velocity ratio. Okay, and these two should be the same. Similarly, AP by AM is equal to AR. So the kinematic similarity uh, is said exit between model and prototype if the ratio of the velocity and acceleration at corresponding parts points in the model and at the corresponding points in the prototype are the same. Okay. And dynamic similarity, as I said, the force, discharge, all those comes under the dynamic similarity. Okay. The types of forces acting on moving fluid, we have inertia force. What is the inertia force? Mass into acceleration. Okay, it is a product of mass and acceleration of the fluid flow and acts in the direction opposite to the direction of the acceleration. Okay, that is called inertia force. It always exists in the fluid flow problems. Similarly, we have viscous force. Viscous force is what? It is equal to the product of shear stress due to viscosity and surface area of the flow. Okay, shear stress and surface of the shear stress due to viscosity and surface area of the flow is called viscous force, right? And similarly, we have gravity force is equal to the product of mass into acceleration due to gravity. Okay, and then like a pressure force, pressure intensity in cross section area of the fluid. Okay, these are the various types of force acting on moving fluid. Okay, and then surface tension force, surface tension and the length of the surface of the flowing. And then elastic force, what is the product of elastic stress and area of the flowing, right? So these are the dimensionless numbers, right? A Reynolds number is the ratio of inertia force to the viscous force. Inertia force, so rho v L by mu or rho v d by mu, and Fruit's number is the square root of inertia force by gravity force. Okay, like Euler's number is square root of inertia force by pressure force. Okay, Weber's number, similarly Mach number. So these are the dimensionless number used in different applications, right? For example, as I said, okay, these are the derivations how to calculate the Reynolds number. As I said, Reynolds number is what? It is the inertia force by viscous force, right? Inertia force, how do you calculate? As I said, mass into acceleration of the fluid flow. So mass means specific gravity into volume. Okay, sorry, density of the fluid into volume, all right? Acceleration means velocity by time. Okay, so this is rho a v square, right? And viscous force is a shear stress into area. Shear stress and mu into dou, du by dou y dy, or force into force is equal to shear tau into area. So this will become mu into v by l a square. So this by this, so you will get rho v d by mu or rho v l by mu. Okay, so these are derivations. You just, I will share this ppt to you. So say similarly, how do you calculate the Fruit number? So it is the, what is the Fruit number? It is square root of inertia force by gravity force. Okay, square root of inertia force by gravity force, right? So inertia force, already we have seen that rho L square, G is the gravity force. Gravity force, force due to gravity means mass into acceleration, right? And inertia force, rho AV square by rho LG, so V by square root of LG. Okay, so this is similarly we have a Euler number and a Webb number, Mach number, right? Model laws, the laws on which the model are designed for dynamic similarity are called model laws. Okay, laws of similarity, right? And this Reynolds number is used, okay? So this model is used for the problems of pipe flow, resistance experienced by submarine, aeroplane, fully submerged bodies. Okay, see the laws on which the model are designed, okay, for a dynamic similarity are called model laws or laws of similarity. So Reynolds model, model based on the Reynolds number include. So if you want to construct a, if there is a huge pipe is there, like say for example, a 2-3 meters diameter pipe is there, and you are pumping the uh, gas or you can say petrol from say Godavari basin to the Gujarat, like we have Reliance pipe is there. Okay. So that if you want to study in laboratory, we use Reynolds number. Okay. And similarly, for other for for fluid number, so free surface flow such as flow or a spillway. So if a flow or a spillway, weirs, sluice, channels. So for to construct a spillway, all those these models, weirs, sluice, channels. So we will construct these spillways based on the fluid model law. Fluid model law. Okay. Flow of jet from an orifice nozzle. Waves are likely to form on surface. For these type of models, we use fluid law. Okay. And similarly, for Euler's law, a closed pipe in which case turbulence is fully developed so that viscous force are negligible and gravity force on surface is absent. Okay, where phenomena of cavitation takes place. So this for closed pipe also we use Euler's number, and for Weber number, capillary raise in a narrow passage and capillary movement of water in a soil, capillary wave in channel, flow over weirs for a small head. So for all these type of models, we use Weber's model law. Mach number, we know Mach number flow of aeroplane and projectile through air at supersonic speed, that is a velocity more than velocity of sound. Okay, supersonic entente velocity of that speed is more than the velocity of the sound, then it's called supersonic speed. And aerodynamic, so for all those things, so we use Mach model to construct the model, Mach model law, we to construct the model of a aeroplane in our laboratory, and you will test that model, and then we see the actual prototype, right? uh, so this is the Reynolds number. Reynolds number means what? Reynolds number of model is equal to Reynolds number of prototype. Okay. What is the formula? Rho VL by mu. Okay. Rho M VM LM UM is equal to rho P VP LP mu P. Okay. This is a time scale ratio. This derivations is there. We will see it. Time scale ratio TR can also be expressed by LR by VR. Acceleration means velocity by TR, right? So we'll see one example how the model is constructed. Okay. So a simple example, this is a pipe of diameter 1.5 meter is required to transport oil of specific gravity 0.09 and viscosity 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2 poise at the rate of 3000 liters per second. So this is actual model. Sorry, this is actual prototype. Okay, real pipe. Okay, and tests were conducted on 15 centimeter diameter pipe using water at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, so model diameter of the pipe is 15 centimeter, right? Actually, it is a 1.5 meter. We are conducting the test on laboratory on 15 centimeter diameter. So find the velocity and rate of flow in the model. Okay. So to what should be the velocity and rate of flow in the model? Okay. So we know this is a DP, diameter of the prototype 1.5 meter. Okay. Viscosity of fluid prototype 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2 poise. Okay, and Q discharge of the prototype is 300 liters per second, that is a 3 meter cube per second, and specific gravity of the oil, that is the prototype, is 0.9. Okay, and then we know density of the oil is how much specific gravity into unit weight of the water. Okay, that is 0.9 into 1000, so that is 900 kg per meter cube. Now come to the diameter of the model is 0.15 meter, 15 centimeter. And viscosity of water at 20 degrees centigrade is 1 in 10 to the power minus 2 poise. Okay. And we know density of the water is 1000 kg. Okay. Now using what is the Reynolds number model? This is the model. Okay. Uh, Rho mu, model, V model, D model, mu model is equal to rho prototype, V prototype, D prototype, U prototype. Okay. And then from this one, Vm by Vp is equal to rho P by rho M. Okay. And dP by dm. And this is mu P by mu M. Okay. Right. And then if you substitute density of the prototype, density of the model, density of the prototype oil. Oil is the liquid flowing in the prototype. So that is a 900. So this is the, we instead of liquid, we are using water in our laboratory. Okay. And then diameter of the pipe is 1.5 in prototype. In model, it is 0.15. And viscosity of the prototype is actually, what is the viscosity of the prototype? 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, so this is mu, this is wrong. This is mu p kaadu, mu m is it, mu m by mu p. Okay, viscosity of the, ఇది ఇట్లా వస్తుంది కదా. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ డినామినేటర్ ఇటు వెళ్తే న్యూమరేటర్ అవుతుంది కదా. mu model, viscosity of the model divided by viscosity of the prototype. Viscosity of the model at 20 degrees centigrade is 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, and this is a model, prototype is 3 and 10 to the minus 2. Okay, so this is 3. Okay? There is a ratio of velocity of the model to the velocity of the prototype. Okay, is 3. You know, velocity of the prototype, we know that can be calculated. Velocity of the prototype is a rate of flow in the prototype divided by area of the prototype. So rate of flow in the prototype is what? 3 meter cube per second divided by area of the prototype. So pi d square by 4. Okay. So d is how much? 1.5. So substitute 1.5. So this is the velocity of the liquid flowing in the prototype is 1.697. Okay. So if that is the case, if the velocity of the liquid flowing in the prototype is 1.796, then velocity of the model at your laboratory should be equal to, so this ratio is coming 3 into Vp, so 5.09. Okay, and you have to maintain that velocity in your laboratory. So then only we can predict the behavior of the prototype. Okay, so similarly, what is the rate of flow through the model? And then you know, Qm, Q is equal to AB. A is pi d square by 4. So D is here 0.15. So this is substitute Vm here 5.09, and then it is coming 89.9 liters per second. Okay, so your discharge in the model is equal to 89.9. Your velocity in the model is equal to 5.09. Okay, and then you do experiment on this model, and then that can be extended to the prototype. Okay, so based on the Reynolds number, so we will construct the model in the laboratory, right? So this is how we do in laboratory. Okay, right, like this Froude number, inertia, this is square root of inertia force divided by gravity force, right? So these are the some of the derivations. As I said, this is Froude number of the model is equal to Froude number of the prototype. Okay, so this Vm by square root of Gm Lm. Okay, so that is the formula. fluid number is equal to V by square root of Lg. Okay, right? So that is the square root of inertia force divided by force due to gravity. So that is V square root of Lg. Okay, V square root of Lg. So fluid number of model is equal to fluid number of prototype, right? So that is a Vm by V model divided by square root of G model L model is equal to V prototype over square root of G prototype L prototype. If the test and the model are performed on the same place where the prototype is to operate, then both G and GP are equal, right? So G you cannot, either the G on the prototype is equal to G on the model only. Okay. I mean, if you are conducting the same experiment at the same place, then the G will be the same. Okay. Then you can take away the G value. Okay. Then it will be simplified as Vm by square root of Lm is equal to Vp by square root of Lp, right? So Vm by Vp is equal to 1 by, you can write like this, is equal to 1. Okay. And then Vp by Vm is equal to square root of Lpm by square root of, okay, Lp by Lm. So what is Lp by M? So if you see the first, that is the length of the prototype by length of the model is equal to breadth of the prototype by breadth of the model is equal to depth of the prototype by depth of the model is equal to LR only. A scalar scale
Scale
ratio of
ratio. Scale ratios.
uh, scale ratio for length. So this is the square root of LR. So means this, look at this one, the ratio of prototype velocity ratio of prototype to the model is equal to square root of scale ratio for length. Okay. Similarly, you can see for time is equal to square root of LR. So this is also time ratio. TP by say scalar ratio for time is equal to length by velocity. So the ratio of time for prototype and model. So if you simplify this one, so okay, and then it is square root LR. Okay, and for acceleration, it is 1 only. Okay, acceleration of prototype by acceleration of model is equal to 1. AR is equal to 1. So simple, substitute V by AP means V by TP. Okay, AM V by T. Okay, similar like that. Similarly, for discharge, QR, the ratio of and discharge ratio, scalar ratio of discharge. Scalar ratio for discharge is means Q prototype by Q model is equal to LR to the power of 2 by 5. LR to the power of 2 by 5. Okay. And scale ratio for force is equal to something like this. It's not visible. You like something. Okay. I will send this PPT to you. You just see. Okay. Similarly, the scale ratio for pressure intensity PR is equal to LR. Okay. So similarly, the scale ratio for work, energy, torque, moment is equal to LR to the power of 4. Okay. Just I'm skipping derivation. You can see that it is easy to understand. Right? That scalar ratio for power and is equal to work per unit time. Okay. So PR means scalar ratio for power is equal to power prototype divided by power model. Okay. So that is equal to L to the power of 3 by 5. Okay. So it means what? Your uh, power of model, if you want to calculate the power of the model, so how do you calculate? Power of model is equal to power of prototype divided by LR to the power of 3 by 5. Okay, so then you will get the model. Okay, similarly, so to discharge, so as I said earlier, discharge కావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? మోడల్ డిశ్చార్జ్ కావాలంటే ఏం చేస్తాం? మోడల్ డిశ్చార్జ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు prototype discharge divided by LR to the power of 2.5. Okay, what is LR? LR is equal to length of the prototype divided by length of the model, right? So based on this dimensionless number, Mach number, Froude number, and Reynolds number, Weber number, we can construct the model, right? So this is the brief about dimensionless. Only you have introduction only, okay, here, right? So this is all about dimensionless. Any question? So you understand what is dimensional analysis?
Yes, sir.
I will just brief you. Dimensionless. So there are 3 applications of dimensionless. One is you can convert the dimensions of one dimension to another dimensions, and second one is if the variables are more, so it is difficult to conduct the experiment on such a more variables. So therefore, that variable can be reduced to less variable. Okay, we have Buckingham Pi theorem, all those things. And third is, so if you want to construct the model at the laboratory, so these dimensionless numbers, I mean Mach number, Reynolds number, Weber number, Froude number. So based on these dimensionless number, we will construct the model. Okay, so how you construct the model, I show you. Okay, so what should be the length of the I mean linearity is there, geometrical linearity. The ratio should be the same. Okay, length ratio, width ratio, diameter ratio, if all those ratios are different, it's not geometrically similar, right? If it is, all ratios should be equal, right? Then it is geometric similarity, right? And so
Kinematics.
Kinematic similarity and dynamic
And
similarity, right? So based on this one, we will construct the model and we will conduct some simulation experiments on the model, and that results will be extrapolated to the original structure. Original structures means prototype structure, right? So this is all about that unit models, right? So in addition to these, we have a number of softwares, right? We have, so that is very advanced, like we have fuzzy logic, ANN model, artificial neural network. Okay, mostly those are used for not for hydraulic structures. So those will be used for hydrology, like if you want to calculate rainfall runoff modeling, or if you want to calculate soil erosion modeling. Okay, and if you want to calculate groundwater levels, right? Prediction. So for prediction, we use that latest techniques. Okay, for hydraulic structures, so this is the very, very important dimensionless analysis, right? Right, this is about last unit. I think we have finished. You just go through from first unit to the last unit, and still if you have any questions, doubt, and let me know, and we will discuss. We'll take one more class, one or 2 classes, that depends upon the requirement, and we will discuss. Okay, I think I have sent to you all material to you. Vachinda material?
Yes, sir. Up to 4th unit, sir.
Fourth unit వచ్చింది కదా, ఇది కూడా పంపిస్తాను. What is మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి చెప్పండి అందరూ. గ్రూప్ మెయిల్ ఐడి, గ్రూప్ మెయిల్ ఐడి చెప్పు ఒకసారి.
JNTUK
ఇదేనా? 2020-22 బ్యాచ్ అవునా?
చాలా పెద్ద క్రియేట్ చేశారు
సార్.
So you can see some YouTube material. So in fact, I also have seen few YouTube materials. So this is the PPT of somebody I have downloaded. Right, I have sent that 5th material also, okay. But you can see that textbooks in Bansala textbooks, that's available in Bansala textbooks. Okay. So okay, then I will. It's okay.